Hey everyone, this is Andrew at Plainview Farm, and today is new tractor tire day. Hi Jeff. So these are Star Max 13.6 by 28 tractor tires. They're 8-ply tires, and to be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about Star Max, but the price was right, so that helped a lot. And this tractor is a John Deere 823 cylinder diesel. These were made in late 60s, early 70s. And this is the tractor that I use more than any during the summer. It has a 3-point, so we use this to plow the garden, to run the cultivator. I use this one with the brush cutter, rotary cutter, and other little odds and ends. So this is a pretty important little tractor here for us. And the tires that were on this tractor were actually used tires that were bought several years ago. The one on this side right here that I've already taken off, I bought this one as a used, worn out tire about, I think 10 or 12 years ago. This is the first time this tractor's had new tires on it in a really long time. But either way, we're gonna try to put these tires on here this afternoon. So I've already got the old tire off, and I have the rim prepped, got a knotted wire wheel on my 4.5-inch angle grinder, little angle grinder. And I've cleaned up the rim, knocked off any loose rust, that kind of stuff. And I am ready to now try to put the new tire on, then we're gonna put the tube in and work our way around. So if you're wondering how I got the old tire off, that right there is how I got the old tire off. Actually, it's supposed to be cut up before you can dispose of it anyway, so why not just cut it off the rim with a tire removal tool. Got some really heavy on the soap water here. This is just dish soap. Putting it on our tire bead. Now, of course, with a tractor tire, the tread kind of makes an arrow, it points in the direction you're going. So, tread points forward. Don't plan on running the tractor backwards anytime soon. Use a pair of vice grips here. Try to keep the tire from slipping off as I work my way around. And no, I do not have the proper tools. One of those people that uses what I have. Just little bites at a time. All right, so we're down to the last little bit here. I'm trying to get it to break over. And this last little bit is always a pain. There we go. I knew it'd go on. Okay, so the tires are cheap tires, but it's a Firestone tube. I'm going to spin my rim back around where I can put the valve stem in at the top and work my way around. So there's my valve stem, and actually my valve stem remover tool, it's threaded right here, so like a valve stem cover. So once I get the tube in, I can thread this on, and this will keep the tube from slipping back through the hole. I'm going to try to keep this tube off the ground. I don't have a shop to work in, so I'll work outside. There we go. Come on. Thread like you're supposed to. Watch the threads be different size. Alright, that got it. I'm just going to thread it all the way on there. There. Now I can't pull our valve stem back out through the rim. And it should also help keep everything aligned. One of the things I did whenever I ground all the loose rust and junk off of the inside of the rim is also went around the edge of it with a file, just to make sure if there were any sharp edges that I could smooth them out and they would not create a problem. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that the tube is far enough over on the rim that we don't pinch it when we're trying to get this tire all the way on here. Because that would not be fun. Actually, this pry bar right here has a lip on it. I don't know that it was intentional, but it does have a lip on it. So the good thing about it is I can get just on the edge of the rim and hopefully not pinch that tube. Just little bites. Have our soap on here, soap mixture. Things wet, slick. What I'm trying to do is get this tire onto this center part, this part right here of the rim. Get it off of this high part and get it down in there. Whenever we air it up, the tube will push it back out where it's supposed to be there. But if we can get it on the center part of this rim, keep it resting on there, at least this top part right here, then that will make things easier as far as trying to get the last part of the bead on. Just got to get past that point of no return. Whoo, there we go. All right. We're going to wet all this again. Make it good and slick. That way the tube will be able to seat that bead a little easier. All right, so now rotate this around again and get the pressure off of our valve stem. Our retainer started on there. So now we're going to blow up the tube, then we will let the air back out of the tube to make sure all the wrinkles and stuff work out, and then we'll air it all back up again. Of course, we got to get these beads set. Stop for a second, listen for leaks. No leaks. I guess I didn't puncture it. That's good. As the tire was not wanting to seat, my soap mixture wasn't working that well, so I went in the house and I got some vegetable oil and rubbed that all over the inside of the rim, let the air out of the tube, and worked that all around. And now you can actually hear it expanding, and it's, I think, doing what it's supposed to do. So let's see what happens. There goes one. Almost outside. Inside bead is on. The inside bead's on. The outside is all. There it goes. Alright, so the first tire is on. And everything looks to be pretty good. Actually, whenever I was putting the vegetable oil on there and I let all the air out of the tube, I was able to move the tire. And I'm pretty sure there are no wrinkles in the tube, but I'm going to go ahead and let all the air out one more time now that the tire is seated, and then we'll air it back up. I'm always afraid I'm going to lose these things. I take them out. Whew. Now we just repeat the process on the other side. So basically all I'm doing here is I cut the inside rubber on the bead here, and I'm just hammering a flat screwdriver in there just enough that I can break a couple wires in that bead, and just slowly work my way through it until I break those wires. Once all of them are broken, this will just come right loose. Just like that. That's what it looks like. You can see all the wires there in that bead, and they're just broken. So what I'm doing here is just going around looking for any jagged edges in the rim and just filing it down. Right, so I've got my cup of vegetable oil here again. Again, because you're not supposed to use any kind of petroleum based stuff, because I guess it's bad for the tires, but and the tubes. First time around we used soapy water, but I don't think I had enough soap in it because it was just evaporating. Maybe if it wasn't so hot, it'd be a different story. There we go. There we go. So this bead isn't wanting to set. So I guess I'm gonna have to use an old farmer's trick. Well, the old farmer trick didn't work. We've still got just a touch right there, and actually the tube is overinflated, so I hate to go much more. The second one went a whole lot smoother than the first one, right up until this point. Seat, you tire, seat! Alright, so I went inside, had dinner, got cleaned up. Now we'll try this again. What I'm trying to do here is get everything to seat except for up here by the valve stem. Get the valve stem, this area to seat last is what I'm trying to do. Woo, there it went, finally. This needs to go on the other side. There it goes. Whew. Well, it took me a little bit longer on this tire than I wanted, but it's finally on, and the 820 John Deere has new rear tires. Now all I'll have to worry about is the front tires going flat. So I hope you found this video to be useful, if not enjoyable. And if you did, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you haven't yet, I'd really appreciate it if you'd consider subscribing to our channel. As always, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.